This is Jonathan Anger, 5th Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Mikaela Mayer. Mikaela, 3-0 Katie Taylor. What did you think of the fight?
My first thought was yes, Katie Taylor. I always like to go back and watch. You know, it's hard when you're sitting at that angle, but my first thought was initially Katie Taylor was landing the cleaner combinations and kind of controlling the rounds a little bit better. I think the first and second fight were a little more exciting. I don't know. We needed the third. It wasn't much different. You know, I think the one thing that Serrano could have done differently was put the pressure on Katie. You know, she had a lot of success doing that in the first couple of fights, and maybe she didn't put the pressure on as much this time. Katie will do well if you give her that space to box and move and hold that space, you know?
You've called out Katie Taylor for years. Is that the fight you want?
Yeah, I've always saw me and Katie Taylor fighting. You know, I never pushed it because I always thought it would just happen naturally. Maybe I stayed at 130 too long. I should have moved my way up to 135 and got myself in position for that. But then, you know, she moved to 140 and I moved to 147, and I don't know if it'll ever happen now. I do know that I'm available to come down to 140 and challenge her if she wants a quality opponent to defend her belts against. I do know Chantel Cameron is in line as well, so I wouldn't be angry if she got that opportunity to fight Katie as well for that trilogy, or me and Chantel at 140. But I think 140 is the lowest I can go, but I can definitely get there. Would still love to fight Katie Taylor, but it's kind of on her at this point. She calls the shots.
Last one. Do you think she'll retire after that?
No. Everyone wants to retire Katie Taylor. She's not retiring. I really just don't think she is. Like, I think she has a few more fights left in her, but only a couple probably. You know, only a few. So I'd love to get in there. I'd love to know if she was open to fighting me, but you know, I do think Chantel Cameron's in line next, and then we'll see.
Cool. Mikaela, appreciate your time.
Thanks.